Good evening. My name is Veda. Welcome to the Recovery Oracle. I hope you're all doing well. It is a new moon in Virgo. Themes of the new moon: systems, order, routine, health and wellness. So maybe some of you have been implementing new healthy habits. Maybe some of you have some new to-do lists, some new structured systems in your life. If you don't, now is a great time to instill new structures, new habits, new routines, new health regimens. I'm a personal trainer myself, so I'm expecting to see an increase in the amount of people at the gym here in the next week or two. It is our first of two new moons in Virgo. It's kind of a rarity to have two new moons in one sign in the same in a month span. So we have two new moons in Virgo, and halfway through that we have a full moon in Pisces. So really cool planetary stuff happening right now, and it's a great time to let go of things that no longer serve you, let go of bad habits, addictions, or work towards that, and instill all things health, wellness, systems, and structures. That is the Virgo way. So Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is the god of health and wellness. So we're going to start with the Moonology card. I feel that's appropriate. Get a theme for the reading. I've already called upon the angels and guides of the highest light and truth for your greatest and highest good to come through for you, for what you need to know right now. So this message is for people who are in recovery, or thinking about recovery, or have loved ones who are. Know that you are in the right place. You are in a safe place, and I am very, very glad you're here. Okay, angels and guides, what do you want the collective to know tonight in regards to the energy of this new moon in Virgo? Thank you. We've got step out of your comfort zone with North Node. So I will tell you right now, I'm a Virgo myself, and my South Node is in Virgo. So my North Node is in Pisces. And the whole thing, following your North Node, trying to get away from the South Node is your past and past habits. So the idea of getting away from your South Node habits that you have, it's like the shadow side of the aspect of that sign, and moving in towards your North Node will bring you like joy and happiness and healing. So my North Node is in Pisces, so me being a Virgo, following that North Node in Pisces is kind of letting go of perfectionism, letting go of everything needing to be like so structured and perfect, or I don't do it at all. Needing to let go of control a little bit, and more like Pisces, where just going with the flow. They're a water sign, right? So getting away from that like stern earth to like more of a fluid flow of water, trusting my intuition, processing my feelings and emotions, things like that. So this is step out of your comfort zone, North Node, and we'll get more into that. Let's get one more Moonology card, and then we're going to see what Ascended Masters are working with us this evening. So glad you're here. Let me know what sign yours, what star sign you are, if you know it, or your sun sign, your moon, your rising. I would love to know where you are at. My birthday is September 5th. So we have a personal issue reaches resolution, which is a full moon in Cancer. So a personal issue reaches a resolution. So this could be by you stepping out of your comfort zone, this personal issue is reaching a resolution, right? It's where we're uncomfortable is where the growth happens, right? That's where the magic is. That's where the miracles take place unexpectedly. So in order to align sometimes to your miracles, to your opportunities, you have to do things that you might, not normally do, maybe have a fear or some anxiety behind. Just step into the role that you were born for. and your heart knows what that is. Okay, I really like that to get the reading started. Step out of your comfort zone. A personal issue reaches resolution. If you know your North Node, let me know. Full moon in Cancer here, so maybe there's some Cancers watching. I am a Cancer moon myself, actually. So I'm going to put these over here so you can kind of see them. And we're going to get into the tarot and see more what that's about in a second, but let's see first what Ascended Master is working with us this evening. We'll get a couple. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Ascended Masters. They're very, very much often, it's higher dimensional light beings that have had incarnations on Earth most of the time, and they have ascended spiritually, gained that much enlightenment, operated at such a vibrational level that they were able to ascend into the heavens, and now they assist humanity with various tasks. Most of the time it's helping light workers, helping healers, helping people get over their limiting beliefs and fears, and people who want to make an impact in the world. So if you have a favorite Ascended Master, let me know in the comments now, and it would be real funny if they showed up. Okay, let's see who's working with us right now. Angels and guides, Ascended Masters, who would like to be working with us this evening in regards to these personal issues reaching resolutions and stepping out of our comfort zone. Thank you. Wow, we got Kali Ma throwing herself out. So Kali Ma, Ascended Masters are also deities. I should have said that. So deities are often they embody, it's like the embodiment of the energetic force of certain traits. I don't know if you can see that. It looks really dark from there. They embody like certain traits and values that people look to. There's legends, there's lore, there's stories around these masters and how they came to be. Kali Ma is a very, very, very powerful force. This is represents ego death. So Kali Ma says divine severance, cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. And I think that falls perfectly in line with stepping out of your comfort zone. You can call upon these Ascended Masters to assist you. You can call upon Kali Ma to assist you in cutting the cords to any of these limitations that you may have. Angels and guides, thank you Kali Ma for being here. Anybody else that is working with us this evening, thank you. Wow, okay, they're really flicking them out. And we have Ma'at. So Ma'at is an Egyptian goddess, Egyptian goddess deity. Ma'at, there's a story of that you can only get into heaven when your heart is lighter than a feather, and Ma'at holds the scales of when you pass on from the physical realm. She's there with the scales to weigh your heart, and if you have bad karma and have not done the best things in your life, if your heart is not lighter than a feather, supposedly you don't get into the underworld or into the heavenly realm. So that is the story of Ma'at. So this is about unconditional love, balance, balancing the scales of karmic scales, karmic lessons. So weighing up your options, choosing the highest good, divine intervention. Ma'at here. Wow, we've got some big players coming through tonight. And we have Hindu, Indian culture, and Egyptian on the deck or on the table. So let me know if that resonates at all with you and where you're from. Maybe you have previous lives, previous Egyptian lives, previous Hindu, Indian, yogi lives even. So okay, anybody else that would like to be here with us in stepping out of our comfort zone? And we have some more deities, some more Indian royalty coming out here with Rama and Sita. So Rama and Sita, holy union, soulmate connection, and a romantic opportunity. So Rama and Sita are like the divine feminine and divine masculine. Beautiful pair. I will read into the story about them because it is lovely. So maybe some of this is really again about balancing your divine feminine and masculine is what I'm seeing here. We've got some, and maybe that's allowing you to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, angels and guides, ascended masters, thank you so much for being here with us. Anybody else? On the bottom of the deck we have Gaia. So Mother Gaia, this is the earth consciousness, right? What does it say? It's something like every kiss on an animal's nose is Gaia. Every light breeze on a hot day is Gaia. Every flower, plant, tree, animal is Mother Gaia. So this is our Earth Mother consciousness showing on the bottom of the deck. And it says resilient spirit, earth connection, stay rooted in trust and faith. So that's kind of a side message for somebody, maybe about grounding your energy. Staying in the 3D as much as we'd like to live in the 5D at times. It's funner over here. Okay, so I want to read to you about I'm going to read to you about Kali Ma, Ma'at, and Sita here. Okay. Oh, you can see them all there. Okay, good. Sometimes if I get my angle just right, you can kind of see them. So we'll read about the Divine Masters, starting with Kali. Okay. Hi, Jay. Kali Ma, Divine Severance. Okay, so Kali Ma is the Hindu goddess of death and rebirth. Oh, death and rebirth, right? So transformation here. Yeah, huge transformation. She is the destroyer of evil forces and protector of liberation. In the Hindu pantheon, she is the most powerful expression of Shakti, who is ultimately an expression of life force energy in a dynamic feminine form. The message here. So, okay, in Sanskrit, Kala means darkness and Ma means to bring or create. So Kali Ma is the bringer of darkness. Darkness isn't to be feared, however. Over the years, especially in Western culture, we've been told that it is bad, but in fact it is a sacred part of life. Before we were born, we were all wrapped in the darkness of the womb. The earth herself was born in the darkness of the cosmic sky, and every night we sleep, we step back into this space. So the great goddess Kali brings the energy of creation, birth, and renewal. So maybe some of you are going towards, through some massive transformation at this time. It seems to be a common message lately, a common theme. So the message is, stop right there. Don't let dramas or other disruptive energies get between you and the light you were born to be. Before a molehill becomes a mountain, release yourself from a situation that is only going to drain you and bring you pain. Today, the universe, through the great goddess Kali, is encouraging you to cut the cords between you and unnecessary people, places, and situations. Do it now. Your soul desires freedom and liberation. In your current circumstances, you are holding the wheel of karma in your own hand, and you get to decide if a situation takes over your energy or not. Do not let yourself be pulled into something that is not yours to deal with or carry. Take your karma and your future back into your own hands. If you are afraid, good. That means you are on the cusp of something great unfolding. I really like that message. I think that's about stepping out of our comfort zone. I also think that it's a very new moon in Virgo energy to cut the cords on things, situations, people, places, things that no longer serve us and aren't for our highest and greatest good. And if that's not people, if that's not a relationship, maybe that's just a habit. And it doesn't have to be an addiction. My whole thing is my time management. So that's something that that I am working on getting to bed earlier so that I can be up earlier. I love being a night owl. I love being up late, but I'm also a personal trainer, and I need to be on the schedule of the people that want to work out early in the morning. And way too many people like to work out early in the morning, so I gotta show up where I'm needed. So yeah, it's personal to everything. It can be something as small as like cutting down on sugar or fast food, or your time on social media. I know that's a big one for a lot of people. Okay, let's go on to Rama and Sita now. We'll go to Rama and Sita. Rama and Sita are Hindu personifications of the divine masculine and feminine, and are associated with the festival of light, Diwali. Embodiments of divine love and holy union, this magical couple can be invoked for help with overcoming challenges in relationships, and can help those who are ready to open their heart to love. So maybe some of you have gone through transformation, and now you're ready. You're in a good place, and you're ready for love. You're ready for it to come in for you. Or maybe you are in a relationship now. Please let me know in the comments. Okay, Rama and Sita are the central figures in the Indian epic, the Ramayana. In short, the story is that Rama and Sita were royal rulers, and a great demon lured Sita away by impersonating a wounded animal and an injured beggar in the forest. As Sita had great compassion, she fell into the trap and was stolen away from her one true love. On his quest to find her, Rama led an army of monkey warriors, including his leader Hanuman, which is another divine master, into a battle between good and evil. They prevailed, and the royal couple were united once more. Their coming together is still celebrated today. I love that love story. Oh, he went to the ends of the earth for her. I love love. Okay, your message. You have a great opportunity to experience heart healing at this time. In the past, you may have found it difficult to trust and let yourself be loved, and therefore had many barriers up that stopped others from seeing your true worth. Now you find yourself in an empowered position where you are open to the possibility of partnership. This is very exciting. You know for a fact that you don't need anyone else to validate you or complete you, but this doesn't mean that it wouldn't be nice to be cherished and supported. If you are in a relationship, the universe is presenting opportunities for you to experience a real soul-to-soul connection. This can only happen, though, if you stop letting past experiences cloud your judgment in the present. If you are already in a relationship, know that there is an opportunity to take it further at this time. Either way, enjoy the experience. That's lovely. That's sweet. All right, so this could be a love reading. This definitely could be just calling in friendships. It's going to be different for each and every one of you, and I would love to hear how this resonates with you at this time. So Ma'at, and I'm sorry, I'm not showing. I should be showing you the cards. So Kali and Rama and Sita. The Kali card is so dark over the candle. And then we have Ma'at. So beautiful. Okay. And Ma'at. Okay. So, Ma'at, divine intervention, weigh up your options, choose the highest good. Okay, it says pronounce Mayat. Mayat? Okay, is an ancient Egyptian deity associated with truth, harmony, and balance, part goddess, part ethereal being. She first appeared during the Old Kingdom and is one of the most ancient forms of the goddess of justice. She is depicted with wings, which are often associated with being in the heavens or being able to watch from above. She is therefore similar to what we now call an angel, a being who is watching over us from above. Mayat has a golden energy that can be called upon for support in making an important decision or balancing the various aspects of our lives. She will help make decisions that align with our values. So bringing that balance into your life, structures, routines, health and wellness, right? So your message before jumping in with both feet, stop for a moment. The message of the universe is to wait. Take some time in reflection before making any rash decisions, particularly if you are feeling emotionally fueled at this time. When emotions are high, they can drive us to make choices that are aligned to selfish needs rather than the highest good. Right now, the scales can tip in a direction that can change everything. So Mayet is here to help you weigh up your options before you proceed. I feel bad. I've always pronounced that Ma'at. Mayet. M-A-Y-E-T is how it's pronounced. Excuse me. If you're in a situation that involves another party, it's important to call in more light and harmony. Be open to the highest good unfolding for everyone, rather than proving your point or focusing on a particular outcome. When we force energy to go in a particular direction, we can be interfering with how other things shift as we move into the future. Ask yourself what would be the best possible outcome for everyone, and then invite your higher power to lead you to your highest good. Then you will attract harmony and peace once more. So I really like that. Everybody just, that's another one of my things that I've written down for this new moon is responding rather than reacting, and really instead of just being so quick to react, really sitting with whatever the situation is, just sitting, reflecting, really coming from a solid, well-rounded understanding of the situation before I respond. And I have that right, and so do you, and that's a boundary. And often in addiction we don't have the best boundaries. So this is even though I've been at this recovery thing for a while, a few times, in the past I failed because I didn't have strong boundaries. It's very important. Okay, I really like that. What a great start. Okay, let's get into some tarot and see kind of what this reading looks like for you. Actually, yep. We're going to get, before the tarot, I'm going to pull the Citadel. These are the archetype cards. I'd like to get a feeling for kind of what the audience who's watching this video, what this tarot reading, and just some guides with the archetype cards. What kind of, with this tarot reading, whatever messages you're bringing through, I'd like to kind of get an idea of the characters at play. So if you could bring through the archetype for kind of what type of person we're looking at, what they're going through, how they're showing up. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Okay. Just like 3 total cards. Thank you. Musician, inspiration, gratitude. You could be either literally a musician, or something that you make and do is like inspiring to others and brings joy and happiness to other people. So a creator, essentially, some sort of artist or creator. Okay. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Anything else? No, that's very specific. So we are talking about creators here. Okay. Yeah, we're talking about somebody who is in a field of something that you make or do that brings joy and happiness to others. An entertainer, possibly, maybe you have a YouTube channel. Maybe you are an actor or an actress. Maybe you are a musician. Maybe you make art. Maybe you're a nurse or in the medical field. Something that you do that brings other people joy. So you'll have to tell me in the comments how this resonates with you. Okay, for the musician, the creator, the joy bringer, we're going to do a Celtic cross spread here. So we'll do first card, then what covers, then what crosses, and so on down the line. Okay, All right, angels and guides, for the highest and greatest good of this beautiful collective. Celtic Cross, please. First card for how they are representing them at this time. Thank you. The Lovers. Okay, so this could be a love reading, right? This is definitely leaning towards a love reading, but again, this is like balance. The Lovers is also a choice to be made. This is also a balance between your divine feminine and masculine, and you being nurturing and loving and having that self-care and love, but also taking action steps to be your provider. So like, what do you do for work? How are you showing up for yourself in the world, kind of as that divine masculine, and then at the same time, how are you nurturing and loving yourself and serving, acts of service and action, divine feminine and masculine. So we have the Lovers, and I love that representation of the Lovers. It's like two trees coming together. Okay, that's perfect. Alrighty, and then what covers that, please? Queen of Wands. Okay, so we have somebody taking action steps, passionate creativity. It's like you're creating, birthing something. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is the fire suit, so you could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Also, you could just lean towards those traits or have those somewhere in your placements. But the Queen of Swords it's fire, so passionate, action-oriented. It's also spirit, so there could be some spiritual abilities here coming to light, and being a fire sign, it's kind of like the Queen of Wands. I say she's the witchy woo of the tarot, but she's fire energy, so she's out there. She's she's in the spotlight, and it could be you can be a man or a woman and be a Queen of Wands. If you're a man, this is more so. The Queen is more along the sides of like the creativity side of action, passion, fire energy. Okay, and then what covers that, please? What covers the Lovers and the Queen of Wands? It's like a balance coming through, and passionate action forward. The World. So you've completed a cycle completely. I love this World card too. So the completion of a cycle, and I'm also seeing this like as again with the Queen of Wands here, she's kind of like in the limelight. I'm seeing this as like maybe it's something that you are doing, some sort of action or passion you're doing is having like a worldwide effect. But it's definitely, you've completed a cycle. That's what's crossing here. So that's what covers both of these cards. So some action or choice you've made, stepping into your power, creating something. Since we're dealing with the musician, it's like a creator thing, something that you're putting into motion. Okay, let's keep going. So what in the subconscious and the seat of the soul, please? What is underlying this? Page of Swords. Information coming in. Information coming in. Also, this is new. This is new mental energy. A new mindset. A new level of understanding. Or it could be communication. A communication coming in. That's at the subconscious. That's kind of what's underlying the reading. And then what do we have supporting or in the recent past, please? Supporting in the recent past. The Eight of Swords. So you've gotten yourself out of a situation. You've gotten yourself out of a mindset where you thought you were stuck. You were kind of this like a mental prison. The swords are lying down in this picture. In fact, like she's not stuck. She can easily get out of those, and the swords are actually lying down by her feet. So it's not as bad as it looks, right? She just needed to have a different perspective. And with this page of swords, it's like a new perspective underlying. So you've gotten yourself out of some sort of mental prison, and okay. And then what is crowning the reading, please? Thank you. What crowns? Two of Wands. Okay. So choice, you're looking at the future. You're looking towards the future. You're looking, you're looking ahead. You're planning ahead. You're not just living like in the moment, feeling this Eight of Swords stuck. This all has to do with you looking ahead and looking at kind of weighing out your options. And at the Two of Wands being fire, and the twos, it's kind of like the spark creating the flame. So it's like you've taken a step. You've taken an action step forward. Okay, and angels and guides, please, what else do they need to know? The Emperor. Okay, showing up in all your power, completely like solid foundation. You've got so the Emperor, divine masculine. This is daddy getting shit done, honestly. So you might be also, you could be an Aries, but Aries, Taurus, Capricorn. So this is all four kings together, right? So it's swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. So earth, water, air, fire, all together. You're completely rounded about, solid foundation, and with it being a divine masculine, it's action oriented. It's you're well rounded, being self-sufficient and a provider, basically. Got your big daddy pants on. And that's for women. I've got my own big daddy pants. Okay. What is their environment, please? Angels and guides, the environment. The environment at this time. Six of Pentacles. So it's a balance of give and take. You could be somebody who does volunteer work also, but this is really creating a balance of creating a balance of give and take in the physical world, right? Like you give to the world and the universe gives back to you, or it's an even balance. It's a give and take. This is also about charitable work. This is also about being willing and okay with receiving, and being comfortable accepting help when it's necessary. And then at the Six of Pentacles in the physical world, so sixes, you're at a higher state of knowing and understanding. It's an inner knowing. It's understanding. It's deep. and it's threes, 2 3s. Okay. What else? Hold on. It's seeing. Yeah, it's a solution. Restabilizes. So yeah, right. So excuse me, I've got my notes there. I'm still learning the tarot. But at the 5s, right, there's change. When you get into 6, you're restabilizing. So maybe you're restabilizing in the physical world. Now that you've got your solid foundation here. That's excellent. Excellent. Okay. Happy to hear it. I'm going to move this candle back so that I have my little row there already. Okay. Angels and guides, what do they not see coming, please? What don't they see coming? Thank you. Nine of Cups. Wow, this is like wish fulfillment coming in. At the 9 of Cups, this is like you're the highest emotional state you can be. She's really just taking in the smell of all of the flowers growing out of the cups. She's very, very emotionally secure and happy. This is like bliss, happiness, wish fulfillment. Very proud of how far she's come, all the way from the Ace of Cups till now. And there's been trials and tribulations in between. There's been that 5 of Cups of grief. There's been the 4 of Cups of, waiting and stagnancy and unknowing. There's been the 7 of Cups of a lot of decisions, and some of them aren't the best, and which ones do I make? So at the 9, she's in a really higher state of understanding, in a really good solid place of love and nourishment, and really secure and happy in where she is. And this is also the wish fulfillment card, so maybe something that you've been manifesting is coming in, and it looks like it's because you've built these really solid foundations and you understand the energetic balance of give and take, and you're doing things, you're contributing to the world in a way that allows your miracles to find you. And with all I'm taking that as definitely like a balance of good and take, with Ma'at being here and the Holy Union and the Lovers card. We're definitely talking about like a divine balance within yourself. And so you've got like a spiritual balance, emotional balance, a mental balance, and and then the 2 of Wands were balanced. We've got 2s, and the Lovers is another 6, and the Emperor is a 4, the 8 of Swords. Yeah, so there's a beautiful balance here. Okay, let's see. What's the angels and guides for their greatest and highest good? What is the overall outcome, please? Overall outcome. Did it want to come? What do you guys think? Sitting sideways. We're going to take it. Page of Pentacles. So new opportunity coming in the physical. This is like a new financial, maybe a new job, a new project, a new opportunity coming in, because what you don't see coming is your like emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment, and the overall outcome is a Page of Pentacles. So it's like a stability in your financial realm. We're going to clarify a couple things. So yeah, let me clarify a couple. Oh, and we've got strength on the bottom of the deck. Strength and courage. So, and with that, that's like stepping out of your comfort zone, right? So very, very, you're being courageous and brave and doing something maybe that you've never done before. And it's bringing you balance and emotional fulfillment. And yeah, all this energy is just absolutely beautiful. It's bringing in, it's wish fulfillment, so something you've been asking for, something you've been dreaming about, looking forward to. So yeah, this could definitely be a new job, or this could be a new relationship. I want to clarify. Yeah, I want to clarify a few cards here. So, all right, so we've got strength on the bottom. Strength on the bottom. Sorry, trying to make it so you guys can see everything. everything. Okay, let's see. We will use the Zerner Farber deck to clarify. Because I like it. Yeah. Okay. So let's clarify. We'll clarify those lovers first. Let's see if we can get an answer to why the lovers are here. Angels and guides, can you clarify why the lovers is in the seat of them, please? Because it's got to be in the seat of you. It's like an internal balance. Or it's like self-love. Okay. The Three of Pentacles. So teamwork. It is. It's something with another person. And the lovers, that could be like a soulmate, soul bond situation. So, yeah, in the physical world. Also, with the Three of Pentacles, I know it shows two people working together. But if you think about the numerologic aspect, at the threes, it's something coming into manifest. It's something coming into form. It goes from like a point at the one to a line at the two to like a circle at the three. So it's like the manifestation of something in the physical. But with it being here with the lovers, the choice, this looks like something you're doing. You're collaborating with somebody else. So you'll have to tell me how this resonates. And again, you could be a Queen of Wands, something passionate. You're taking action steps forward with this. Angels and guides, can you tell me why the world is here, please? What is the world here for? Why is the world covering? Maybe you're ending a job and starting something new. Queen of Swords, so like information spread, the spreading of information. The world is here with the Queen of Swords. So yeah, maybe you are creating something, writing a book, right? This is like the spreading of information. So and kind of like leadership through words and ideas. So some information you received, some sort of information you received has closed out this cycle. Or an idea you had, or an understanding, a mindset shift, especially with the Page of Swords underneath the Eight of Swords supporting it. Page of Swords subconscious underlying, and the Eight of Swords in the recent past supporting it. Why is the Page of Swords here, please? What is the Page of Swords here, please? The Emperor. And we've got the Emperor showing up as you. Okay, so this is you. Yeah. So since you're showing up at the Emperor as the Emperor in the line, and the Page of Swords is clarified by the Emperor, it's you. It's a new mindset. You got it in your subconscious. So in the seat of the subconscious, you have the Page of Swords. So this is definitely, you have a new mental space, a new mindset, or a new idea. That was beautiful clarification. They're like, it's them, duh. Okay. And that new idea, that new mindset, that new way of thinking is allowing you to build these, like, to show up as the Emperor. It's round. It's you know, it's kind of closing the circle where maybe you weren't. There was something missing in your mental space that was preventing something from physical happening, or there was a lack mindset preventing you from moving forward, or in a relationship. It's like this new mindset shift has really made it so that all of your bases are covered. You have to tell me what it means. I'm just a messenger. Okay. Can you tell me, please, angels and guides, why is, well, first of all, where did where did the card for in the near future come from? Or where's your in the near future card? We have the Lovers, the Queen of Wands, and the World. What happened to your in the near future? Did I not ask about that? That's interesting. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to have to rewind this and see if I left out a card. But, we can see up the line what's going on here just fine. And this reading is just fine without it. We're missing a card, though. Okay. So, yeah. If, angels and guys, if you could clarify why the Emperor is here. Let's get into this. They're like, swords. Page of Swords. The Hermit in reverse. I'm not taking it as a reverse. Sometimes I take reversals, sometimes I don't. I read intuitively, and I'm not taking this as a reverse because I'm taking the Hermit card. It would only make sense that the Emperor was here. It doesn't make sense the Emperor would be here for a Hermit in reverse unless, well, it would if you have been in a place of isolation and maybe you're now coming out of a state of isolation and you're stepping into like a leadership role. That would make sense why the Emperor was here. You're stepping into a role of leadership. If I took the Hermit upright, though, this could be like a Virgo that I'm talking to. Also, this is the Hermit is like an inner wisdom, an inner knowing, an understanding. He goes off to find himself. Basically, he goes on this hermitage, and he has to be away from everybody so he can find the light within him. And then that light within, he uses that to guide others. The Hermit is like the ultimate light worker, right? He's like the light worker of the tarot. So he had to like learn all these things about himself so that he could help others. So we can take that in reverse as maybe you are coming out of a period of isolation and stepping into a role of leadership. Or that you are in this role of leadership and solid foundations because of the inner wisdom you found and possibly being in isolation. Take it as it resonates. I'll leave that one up to you. Angels and guides, can you tell me why the Six of Pentacles is here, please? Why is the Six of Pentacles here for the collective? Thank you. I love how these little cards flick. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Oh, there we go. Princess of Hearts or Page of Cups. So, like a new love, a new emotional understanding. If this Six of Pentacles has to do with like charitable work, then maybe, or a balance of give and take. Maybe this is about a relationship and you're understanding that there's a balance of give and take in relationships. This is really like turning into a relationship reading. You're understanding that there's compromises and communication and sacrifices that have to be made in a healthy relationship. And so, yeah, I don't know if you can see her. So, you're creating that balance. Definitely be, yeah, this is looking like it could be a relationship, but we have this, the musician with inspiration and gratitude. He's doing something that brings people joy, right? creating something from his heart, sharing his heart space. So again, even as a musician, sharing your heart space, this is definitely this reading really applies to multiple things here. Angels and guides, why is the Nine of Cups and things that they don't see coming? What is this Nine of Cups and what they don't see coming? It's like emotional, loving fulfillment. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles is clarifying. Let me just set these down here. All right. Let me show you what's going on. Okay, so we have the Hermit clarifying the Emperor. And then we have the Princess of Hearts, or the Page of Cups, which is like new love, new young love, a new loving opportunity with the Six of Pentacles, creating give and balance, of like a balance of give and take. And then, sorry, I have got to handle this real quick. Sorry, I've got eyeliner like under my nail. And every time like I hold a cup up, I'm like, are they looking under my nail thinking it's something gross? Why are they looking at me? Okay, alright, so Nine of Cups clarifying, or Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Nine of Cups. So this could be a like nines in the physical realm, like you're at like a higher state of physical understanding. This definitely could be an increase in income. This could be if you are a musician, if you are a creator, this is like your wish fulfillment coming in because of like financial opportunity, a high financial opportunity, creating like this is like independent wealth and stability. Like they always say, oh, she's like single in the tarot, but you don't have to be single. It's just that you're like independently wealthy. You're not depending on anybody else. This is like you made this money and you've made it, and you're in your garden with your bird. And this is like a financial, what you don't see coming is some sort of financial opportunity bringing wish fulfillment. So that's really great. That is really great. You'll have to tell me how this resonates. And then, yeah, it makes sense with the outcome as the Page of Pentacles. I want to clarify him and see, that could be a new job or a new project, something bringing in money. Oh, not with this deck round. Okay. Let's find out why. Angels and guides, why is the Page of Pentacles here, please? And the overall outcome. Why the Page of Pentacles? Yeah, this is a good reading. This is fun. It's a little different than all that Leo energy we've had lately. A Two of Swords, you're allowing, but blocks have been lifted. And this is like mental blocks. Blocks have been lifted. Debts have been paid. You're allowing your ships to come in. Something in your mental space. Some sort of communication you've had. You're allowing yourself to move forward in a physical opportunity. Or your mental space is allowing you to step into this role, this Emperor role. Okay, already. Okay, we're going to, oh, and we've got Ace of Cups. Yeah, so this is like a new love too. And Page of Pentacles, the pages are messengers. Like that could be like a new love coming in, because we have Ace of Hearts on the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. So yeah, let's do a let's do an I Ching to close it out. Do I have those out yet? No, I don't. Okay, we're gonna pull these out. Giant box of cards. Okay. I Ching, I Ching, I Ching. I Ching hexagram. All right. Here, my little bookie spot. Let's get an to close the reading. Let me know, please, how this resonates with you. I'm really excited for somebody. This looks like big steps forward, implementing new changes, routines, stepping out of your comfort zone. And it looks like if you step out of your comfort zone, what you don't see coming is this wish fulfillment. And like, this is like a literally the cards for abundance and prosperity. Like financial gain, emotional happiness, physical happiness in the physical, emotional, and love realms. So very, 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 very good. Very, 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 very good. These cards are so big. Okay, but I'm going to ask angels and guides. One hexagram, please, to close the reading. What do they need to know in regards to this potential new relationship coming in? New loving relationship, new creative project, new job, career option, a closing of the cycle, stepping out of their comfort zone. What would you like them to know with the I Ching? Thank you. There it is. Temporary obstacles, 39. So we'll read about temporary obstacles. It is water above, mountain below. So water and mountain energy, that's like emotional and physical energy, temporary obstacles. And on the bottom we have holding together, which is water above, earth below. Again, water and earth energy at the bottom of the deck with holding together. Okay, let's see, number 39, which is a 12, which is a 3, 12, or 39, or 3 or 9 could be significant numbers for somebody. We also have 3s, 6s, and 9s on the table, and 4s, 2s and 4s. 2, 4, 3, 6, 9. Let me know. Okay. 39. Temporary obstacles, water above, mountain below. Okay, so. Alrighty, so. With water above, mountain below. In the course of trying to reach a goal or to fulfill an ambition, temporary obstacles will invariably present themselves. This is not always a bad thing. Obstructions, difficulties, and even setbacks can eventually be overcome and become assets. Without irritating grains of sand, oysters would never make pearls. The obstacles pointed to here are not permanent, yet they are in the way for the time being. When a large boulder falls in the middle of your route, the best course of action is usually to go around it, rather than to try to move it out of the way. Temporary obstacles need to be seen for what they are, temporary, and not be allowed to take on too much significance. A positive aspect of even the most difficult stumbling block is that it can cause a person to turn inward, gaining greater depth of character and self-knowledge. While the short-sighted bemoan their fate and seek to blame their problems on others, the wise always look to see if the cause of the problem is within themselves. That's kind of that hermit energy, right? So if something's blocking you from moving forward right now, that hermit makes sense. Maybe you've been kind of forced to take a step back or go within a little bit to find some answers. Use any time that you're not moving forward on seeking answers from within yourself. Okay, that just came through from spirit. Like, I don't even speak to people like that. That was very straight to the point, and I apologize if that sounded a little harsh. Okay. Excuse me. All right. Through introspection, obstacles can become a means for personal growth and self-discovery. Remember, without air resistance, no plane would ever fly. If you are facing an interruption of your progress, do not be overly concerned. Challenges are part of achieving every goal and every undertaking. Setbacks and reversals can affect morale, but keeping your self-confidence in the face of obstacles is part of the successful solution to many, if not most, problems. Obstacles of short duration are best handled with a yielding attitude. Go around the boulder, don't put your shoulder into it. I really like that. I'm going to set this down here in a place where you can kind of see it. And I wanted to see and compare the lines here, the changing lines of the hexagram. So the third line is different. So alrighty, so it says when one is in a position of responsibility or leadership, caution must be exercised when confronting an obstacle. A wider array of needs and consequences needs to be considered. Rash decisions and actions in such situations will bring misfortune. Nevertheless, a leader must remain firm and decisive once a course of action has been set. Keep your priorities in mind. Those who rely on you will be happy to see you have kept them in mind too. Big obstacles cannot be removed single-handedly. To move a large boulder that is in the way, many hands make light work. Do not confront a serious obstacle until you have gathered trustworthy supporters to help you. To move before your support is firm invites misfortune. So those were the two changing lines. And I'm going to go ahead and read, if you're still here with me, I'm going to go ahead and read Holding Together, the number 8, because I feel like I just know there's something there. Okay. Holding together. Holding together produces success. High-level teamwork is achieved when the right players on the right team share a clear goal at the right time. So this is teamwork, right? This could be a relationship or a work situation. The Emperor, you could be the manager in a work situation. A team forms its relationships in a delicate manner. Chemistry is brewed in the vat of shared experience. A strong sense of unity and wholehearted commitment is required for team success. All successful teams have a shared vision and a good leader. If its leader can rise to the challenge, the team will prosper. In political and business affairs, just as in basketball, it is hard to win without a strong center. Accept the structure of the team if you wish to receive its benefits. Otherwise, go off on your own. In holding together with others, cling to your own principles, but be willing to subordinate personal desires when they compromise the good of the group. If you would like to become a leader, remember that to become the center of influence requires binding people together, which is a serious challenge and responsibility. Assess yourself carefully to see if you qualify for such a role. If not, it would be better to pass on the opportunity than for you to lead now without proper preparation. In due time and with the right experience, you could still become a quality leader. And then, so the changing lines again is that one. So So people find themselves living inside various circles of friends and professional relations, and it is critical to strike the right balance with each. Be open to your intimates, sociable with casual friends, and cautious with all others. Developing strong relationships with weak or dishonest characters will diminish your position. That's kind of like, be careful who you tell yourself or tell about yourself. It also says a beneficial union is in the offing. There will be good fortune if you are careful not to force things. Let people come and go, and when the right one arrives, you will know. It may be time to align yourself with someone near the center of things. Bumping elbows with the higher ups. Sincerity is at the foundation of all successful relationships. In a thirsty world, it is not the form of the water's container that matters, it is the contents. Okay, that's what I've got for you this evening on this new moon in Virgo. I feel all of that was very, very much pertinent and supportive. This is about taking actions in our lives that create positive change, strong foundations, routines and structures, and the give and take between and balance between relationships, whether they are platonic, work-related, or intimate. You'll have to let me know if somebody's doing some creating, something that brings a lot of people joy, and doing a lot of inner work to get there, stepping out of your comfort zone. Okay, I hope that reading resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. I need all the support I can get. I just started this channel like 2 weeks ago, and I'm really excited to be here, and I am just looking forward to what kind of community is created here. I don't see other readers offer an option for people in recovery, and I think that not that we're any different than anybody else, but we are in a way. There's different things we're overcoming that other people have not necessarily had to deal with, and it creates all kinds of we're doing the beautiful, magical thing about people in recovery is that we are doing the inner work, where a lot of the world, unless they're forced into up against a corner or between a rock and a hard spot, a lot of people never do this inner work. So we have this beautiful advantage to really understand ourselves at a depth that most people don't ever get to know themselves at, and with that comes the beauty of overcoming, of facing our fears, overcoming our fears and obstacles, coming out stronger because of it, coming out wiser because of it, and showing up as better parents, leaders, friends, and members of society, light bringers, light workers. We were chosen for this world, so go on and get it. Have a good night. I offer private readings. I do custom guided meditations and subliminals, and I am also a personal trainer. So get on, go ahead and get on my Buy Me a Coffee. You'll find my link there, and if any of that interests you, go ahead and you should be able to do all the things through there. Thank you so very much for your support. I love you and I appreciate you, and I thank you for being here in so many ways. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Happy new moon. World peace.